Whether you're just starting out in video or want to upgrade to something more powerful on a budget, mirrorless cameras can be a great choice. But which one is best? In this video, we'll help you make that decision. We'll share our picks for the best mirrorless camera for online video, hybrid photo video shooters, and the best mirrorless camera for video overall, all under $1,000. We'll teach you about each winner, its pros and cons, and give you our other recommended options. So if you want to find the perfect mirrorless camera for your budget and creative needs, you're about to find out. The best budget mirrorless camera for online video will offer a fully articulating rear screen for vlogging or live streaming, a microphone input for improved audio capture, and a dependable autofocus. The best budget option for online video is the Canon EOS R50 for $680. It features a 24.2 megapixel APS-C CMOS sensor that can record up to UHD 4K at 30 frames per second. It also features a fast and accurate autofocus system. For those wishing to shoot in full auto mode, the R50 offers advanced A+ assist. With it, the camera analyzes the scene and automatically sets the optimum settings. This makes full auto images easier to capture with better outcomes. Additionally, you can use the camera as a webcam. All you need is a USB cable. The camera plugs directly into your computer. The strengths of the R50 are its dual pixel CMOS autofocus 2 system, the best autofocus system on the market, and vertical aspect markers. For the R50's weaknesses, it has a single media card slot and doesn't have a headphone jack. The honorable mentions go to the Canon EOS M50 Mark II and the Sony a6100. The best budget mirrorless hybrid photo video camera will be under $1,000, have the ability to shoot raw still images, record up to 4K video, and have an audio input. The best budget option hybrid photo video camera is the Nikon Z30 for $800. Its 20.9 megapixel DX format CMOS sensor can record up to UHD 4K at 30 frames per second and full HD at 120 frames per second. It offers hybrid autofocus with eye and face detection, making it a fast and accurate autofocus system that keeps your subject's face in focus. Like other Nikon mirrorless cameras, the Z30 has a Z lens mount. This mount works with a large selection of lenses from moderately priced to high-end, so you can grow into a higher-end lens without changing the camera. Additionally, it can shoot up to 11 still frames per second. For strengths, it can shoot up to 120 frames per second in HD and live stream via USB. Just use a USB cable and the camera transforms into a webcam. Next, it has the same lens mount as the full-frame mirrorless Nikon cameras, giving you a wide selection of lenses. For weaknesses, it has a single media slot, no headphone jack, and a 28-minute record limit in some resolutions and frame rates. Honorable mentions are the Canon Rebel T8i and the Sony a6400. The best budget all-around mirrorless camera will do everything better than all other options under $1,000. It should have strong video features, reliable autofocus, a headphone and mic jack, shoot 4K video, and record 60 frames per second in HD or greater for slow motion. Our best budget all-around mirrorless camera is the Sony ZV-E10 for $800. With a 24.2 megapixel APS-C exmor CMOS sensor, it can record up to UHD 4K at 30 frames per second and in full HD at 120 frames per second. With 425-point fast hybrid autofocus, it offers real-time eye autofocus and tracking, so you'll be sure your subject's in focus. The ZV-E10 has a headphone and microphone port. Having both is not typical for mirrorless cameras under $1,000. With them, you can use an external microphone and listen to what you're capturing. This will greatly improve your ability to capture clean and clear audio. Lastly, it offers a fully articulating rear monitor, making it great for vloggers. For strengths, the ZV-E10 has a headphone and mic jack, so you can monitor sound as it's being recorded, and can shoot up to 120 frames per second in HD. 120 frames per second is the highest frame rate you need for cinematic slow motion. For weaknesses, the ZV-E10 is known to overheat in some situations, and it doesn't have an electronic viewfinder. Honorable mentions go to the Nikon Z50 and the Fujifilm X-T30 Mark II.